Elite difficulty video walkthrough for Killzone 2. My name is Ingo Montoya.
Indigo, I think. Indigo Montoya.
Indigo Montoya.
Killed my father. Prepare to die.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, as soon as this part of the level starts up.
Slim Shady.
The real?
Slim Shady.
Slim Shady? Oh.
Anyway, this is the Killzone 2 Elite Difficulty Guide with a podcast voiceover, because we're not talking shit about strategy.
Right, yeah, Killzone 2.
We can't afford to do a podcast, so we do it over our videos.
Right, yeah, oddly enough.
We talked about doing a podcast.
We thought about doing a podcast, but there's extra costs involved in doing a podcast versus putting a video up on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's like, why the fuck would we bother?
Mm-hmm.
It's free. You know, we reach more people through YouTube than we do Twitter.
Yeah.
Or
way more, like 1,000,000,000% more.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're gonna talk some randomness.
So another thing that's been on my mind when in the game industry, is the ridiculousness of trailers. Trailers for games.
Yeah.
Previews, trailers, whatever.
Mm-hmm. So, like, have you been following all the Call of Duty Modern Warfare trailers that have been coming out? I've watched 2.
There've only been 2 coming out. There's only been 2 that have been released.
I've seen a teaser trailer,
mm-hmm.
which didn't show any gameplay,
mm-hmm.
and then I saw the gameplay one.
The 1.5 long one.
Yeah, I don't know if it was gameplay or cutscenes, but
it was a combination.
Okay.
So, one thing I've talked about before is how when I'm playing a game for fun, I'll give a game a chance, but typically I skip every fucking cutscene in the game.
Yes.
If they put as much effort into the fucking cutscenes in their games as they did the trailers,
mm-hmm.
I would play through the games and watch the cutscenes multiple times.
Yeah.
The most recent trailer for Modern Warfare 2 was fucking awesome.
I agree.
I almost refuse to watch it just because I know I'm going to be buying the game anyway.
Uh-huh.
So why waste my time watching it? But I watched it just out of curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the second one, the 1.5 long one, the one that got cut off during its premiere on TNT.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like... But the thing is, like, with trailers, for the majority of games, they're pre-rendered.
Mm-hmm.
They're better and more enticing than the real game.
Yep.
And they have no real relevance in the game. Like, they cut them super well. They put a shitload of time and effort into them. And they don't represent the final product. So typically...
Think about Halo Wars.
Right, exactly. You didn't know that was a fucking RTS if you just watched the trailers and didn't read something about it. It's like... Trailers are a complete deception.
Mm-hmm.
They just try to... I mean, they're commercials
mm-hmm.
that people get excited for.
Yep.
I mean, people get excited for movie trailers, too.
Yeah.
I mean, the trailers are the best fucking part of the movie.
Hell yeah.
Like, that's just, you know, a stereotype, but it's fucking true. A lot of times, the thing you take away from a bad movie is the trailers for the next summer blockbuster.
Matrix Reloaded trailers. I almost peed my pants. I watched those, like, every day over the summer before
mm-hmm.
it came out, and I get goosebumps every time I watched it. It was just so good. Back to video games.
But that movie followed through.
It did.
One thing I heard in some random ass podcast that I listen to all the time, I don't remember which one, that the Terminator Salvation trailers were good
for the game.
And the game was supposed to be complete fucking garbage.
Right.
You can beat it in like 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
There's no replayability. There's no multiplayer. It's just fucking garbage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I don't know. I don't get it. I'm extremely jaded on trailers right now. They don't do anything for me.
During something I was watching on TV, the UFC trailer,
mm-hmm.
not deceitful. They're not deceitful at all.
Deceptive. Go ahead.
It's just like UFC dudes fighting. They show the real guys,
mm-hmm.
and then they show the gameplay guys. And it's like,
okay,
you want UFC fighting game? Here it is.
Okay, but that's very different from the Halo Wars trailer.
Yes.
Or have you seen the new Metal Gear Countdown website?
No.
That just has a clock.
Yeah.
And, like, has a 5 flashing every couple of seconds.
Yeah.
And people are all speculating about that shit. Yeah, and then, like, people are looking in the meta tags and the HTML code. And it's just like, you know what? I don't give a shit anymore.
You know the best video game?
I'm not going to fucking sit there and watch this goddamn clock to find out about a game that's not going to come out for the next year anyway. Give me a fucking break. I got better things to do with my goddamn time.
But you know what? They've posted blog posts about that, like, every day this week.
About that countdown clock?
Yeah.
I know.
A lot of press
and that's
for
why
it.
I fucking unsubscribed from Kotaku.